I felt that if we could produce a predictable crop of crawfish year after year, we could actually develop a crawfish farming industry. And over the years, we conducted research with that in mind.
Rice farmers in the 80s were struggling, so they decided to try Avalt's idea, rotating crawfish into their fields. It worked. Avalt's team had not only helped create the crawfish craze, they made it profitable too, by helping develop a standard trap and baits.
Really, a lot of what we know now is all comes from LSU. They gave us data on trap spacing and population dynamics that just made us all a lot better.
The economic impact to the state of Louisiana on just crawfish farming is more than $350 million a year. I think that pretty well states that we spawned an entire new industry.
The Fruit and Truck Experiment Station in Hammond was created to help local vegetable and strawberry farmers. By the 60s, Louisiana led the nation in strawberry production, sending its fruits all over the country. The station was also America's leading strawberry research center. But the local produce market declined, and the Fruit and Truck Experiment Station, now called the Hammond Research Station, adapted its focus. Landscape horticulture is a big business in Louisiana.
The Hammond Research Station is dedicated to the nursery and sod industry. And that's sort of unique because many states have many research stations, but none that are dedicated directly to the nursery industry.
We evaluate plants, we evaluate fertilizer, so we can tell them what works, so they don't have to guess about that.
Despite poor soil, Claiborne Parish in the 30s had more acreage of cotton than any parish or county in America. But cotton faded away there, and by the 50s, the Hill Farm Research Station had turned its focus to cattle, forage, and forestry. The site became a leader in forestry management, helping develop a profitable and renewable timber industry that would become the state's leading cash crop. No place in Louisiana has done more forestry research in the last 60 years than the Hill Farm. By 1960, dairy farms were thriving in the region, but a disease called mastitis began to plunder profits. A battery of Hill Farm researchers worked on a line of defense.
At the experiment station, they did a tremendous amount of work in dealing with mastitis prevention and curing and all of the techniques that you needed to try to prevent that from becoming a huge problem within your herd.
We determined that we have probably invested about $20 million over 45 years in the mastitis research program at this station, but it has probably returned more than $1 billion to dairy farmers around the world.
Plowing the land to eliminate weeds can cause erosion and runoff problems. Researchers at the Northeast Station and Macon Ridge Station pioneered an approach called conservation tillage. Instead of plowing every acre, farmers use herbicides to kill winter weeds before planting their crops.
That technique, conservation tillage, is practiced all over the United States now, and it has done wonders for improving water quality in the streams of this state and the entire nation.
In the late 1980s, disease and pests had dismantled sweet potato crops. The once vibrant industry was crumbling. That's when LSU Ag Center researchers developed a sweet potato variety named for a Louisiana general. The Beauregard, like its namesake, PGT Beauregard, would for a time engineer amazing victories against multiple attacks.
It just absolutely brought new life to the sweet potato industry in the state and pretty much saved it.
Beauregard was America's leading variety for 20 years. It's still grown globally. and the station has continued to produce superior varieties that help resist ever-present enemies.